we go. Okay, good evening, everyone. Tonight we're going to talk about when to draw trumps. This is one of my favorite topics because it really is easy. It's more for the defenders to defeat you than for you to play. And the whole thing, it depends on you recognizing which is the master hand. Now, the master hand is the one with the long trumps. So before you embark on playing out a hand, you always look at the hand with the long trumps first and count your losers. Then you look at dummy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the hands and demonstrate exactly what I just said to you. So you'll be able to recognize when you should draw trumps and when you shouldn't. Looking at the master hand. Oh, I don't want hand number 12. We're going to go on to hand number 2. Okay, hand number 2 is one of the hands we're going to talk about. Right, East has a very strong hand, 19 points, and opens 1 diamond. Pass by South. And now West bids 3 diamonds, invitational. 3 diamonds guarantees 5 diamonds. It denies a 4-card heart suit, and it denies a 4-card spade suit. 3 diamonds is invitational. Pass by North. Looking at 19 points in a doubleton, and you're holding the ace queen of spades and the ace king queen of clubs, where are partners' points? Partners got to have something to bid 3 diamonds, showing 10 to a bad 12. It's called an invitational bid. So it looks like there's a possibility of a slab, because not only did you have a 4-card diamond suit, but you had a 6-card diamond suit. So you're going to go 4 no trump Blackwood. And partner will show 1 ace, 5 diamonds, and you're going to split 6 diamonds. Pass, pass, pass. And the lead is the Queen of Hearts, top of a sequence. Now, let's look at the hand we're going to set up, everybody. This is what I'm trying to train all of you to do. It makes bridge so much easier once we know which is the master hand. And the master hand is the one with the long trumps. So the diamond suit with King Jack 10 to 6 looks at the dummy and says, I'm missing the ace of diamonds. Looks at the spade suit, I've got no spade losers. Looks at the heart suit, I've got a heart loser. Looks at the club suit, I've got no club losers. I have what's called a quick loser. I'm not in control of the heart suit, everybody. And I'm not in control of the trump suit. So that is a very serious situation. We've got to be able to overcome this loser. Because if we play trumps, they're going to defeat us. They're going to cash a heart. It's your duty to see how you can overcome a heart loser before you draw trumps. You play the 2 of spades to the high card from the short side. You then play the Queen of spades, and you've got no taxi to that dummy. You are forced to put up the King of spades on the Queen. Now, you've got no taxi to dummy. And now you play the Jack of spades, and you throw your heart away before you draw the trumps. And all you lose now is the ace of diamonds. And you should all make 6 diamonds. And now you can never be defeated, everybody. That's all they're making. The rest are yours. Are there any questions on looking at the hand and working out which is the master hand? Always look at your hand and then look at dummy if dummy can help you. Any question? No questions? Well, that was easy, right? Very easy. Everyone made it, I suppose. Maybe they weren't in it. But we've got to look for a loser. We've got to be able to eliminate a loser as fast as we can. All right, I'm going to go on to hand number 5.
Linda, just for your info, that last hand 2, nobody bid slam on that.
They didn't? Well, you see, I'm trying to think of the logic. If I have the ace, king, queen of clubs, my partner could have just the jack. That's 1 point. If I have the ace, queen of spades, partner could have the king. That's 4 points. Where are my partner's points to show me invitational value? He's got to have something in hearts. And therefore, I don't only have a 4-card diamond suit, I have a 6-card diamond suit. So for every card you're not known to have, you should add those little imaginary points. This hand must look for a slam. It's wonderful. How many losers on this hand? 4. But not really 4 because you've got a 6-card suit. Maybe 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 losers. I'm definitely going to slam, without a doubt. You must go to slam. It's a beautiful hand. Okay? All right. Let's look at hand number 5.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
So once you determine the master hand, what do you do with it?
You then look at the dummy if dummy can help you. Okay. And that is what I train everyone to do. As long as you look at your hand, at your losers, and then you look at dummy if dummy can help you.
Okay.
And you do that with each suit.
Hmm.
And that's how you work out what to do. You can't just flounder from hand to hand and not know what you're doing.
Okay.
So I'm training everybody from their very first bridge lesson. I teach a lot of beginners. Their first hand they play, I train them from hand 1 to look at their hand when we're in a trump suit and to look at the dummy. And they learn that from hand 1 in the very first beginner class. I train them do that all the time. It really helps them a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. And we'll do it with all of them. I'll show you. I really make bridge much easier for people to understand the logic behind the game. All right, we're looking at hand number 5. Oh, Susan asking me another question before we go.
Yeah. Yes. Aren't you taking a chance that if you play all those spades, they're going to trump the spades?
You know what? You're forced to do it because you've got no alternative.
Okay.
Once you've got no alternative and you're not in control of the diamond suit, you just got to pray those spades break.
Okay.
There's no other way you can make it if you don't do it that way.
Okay,
you know,
thank you.
Sometimes we do ride on thin ice, you know? Sometimes we do. All right, we're looking at hand number 5.
What do you do if you have a 4-4 contract? Which is the master hand?
Okay, when you play in a 4-4 contract, whichever hand gets shortened into a 3-card suit, you switch to the other hand that's got the 4-card suit. That's the hand that becomes the master hand.
What do you mean
then,
shortened?
If you get shortened into a 4-3 fit, then you make the hand that's got the 4-card suit the master hand. There's also another alternative with 4-4. And if your trumps are better in one hand than the other, you want to make sure that you have the hand with the best trumps, the master hand. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, good. It's not easy. It's a very good question to ask. All right. So on hand number 5.
Okay, excuse me, Linda. It's because I have my hands on.
Okay, yes, you may ask a question.
Excuse me. On the board 2, I was at the east side.
Okay.
And first step, when I count all my points, I said, okay, I should let know to my partner that I have 17 points or 18 because I don't see it now. So I said one no trump.
You opened one no trump with 19 high card points.
All right.
You had 19 high card.
Like I can't say two no trump. So I said.
No, you haven't got 20.
You're not
So I said
balanced.
one no trump.
Unbalanced. You're very unbalanced. You open a diamond.
Okay, but
And
it's
wait.
just because I learned that we never play. Say we try to go higher than diamonds and clubs and things like that.
But wait a minute, Maud. If you open a diamond and your partner bids a heart, you can bid two no trump to show 18, 19.
Okay.
So you'll always be able to show the strength of your hand.
Okay.
And if your partner doesn't bid a heart and bids a spade, I would jump shifting clubs. I would jump to 3 clubs to show 18 or more in a 3-card suit. So
Okay.
you'll always be able to get this hand across, but I would never open a no trump without a balance 15, 17.
All right then. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. All right, hand number 5. Okay, looking at hand number 5, we have 16 high card points, and we have a good 6-card suit. We will not open one no trump because we have a rebid. The whole purpose of opening one no trump is when you don't have a rebid. So on this hand, we would open 1 spade, everybody. And it'll go pass by east. And partner has got 5 high card points. Not very much in this hand. But with a doubleton, you want to support and show partner you've got his fit with her. So I would bid 2 spades. And it would go pass. And now you are very strong now. With a 16-point hand and 2 doubletons, you're now going to 18. You're going to bid 4 spades. I'm definitely bidding 4 spades on the hand. Okay. And you're going to get the lead of the ace of diamonds, which says I have the king. All right. Now the hand we're setting up, the master hand is the one with the long spades, okay? In the spade suit, we hope they divide. We've got 9 between us, so we've got no losers. In the heart suit, we look at our own hand. We're missing the king of hearts. We look at dummy. Dummy's got the king, so we've got no heart losers. We look at the club suit. We look at dummy. We're missing the ace of clubs, but if we draw the trumps and they don't break 2 and 2 and they break 3 and 1, we're going to have 2 club losers. And if we look at the diamond suit, we're going to have 2 diamond losers. So it's very important that we get to trump with the short trumps in the dummy. Never with the long trumps, everybody. Those are with you till the end of the hand. So you don't blindly draw all the children off the street straight away. It goes 8 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, little diamond. And they're going to play the king of diamonds. And on the 3rd diamond, you're going to trumpet. Now, this is where you have to look at your losers in the dummy. We are always looking at 2 club losers, everybody. If we draw the trumps, how are we going to get rid of 1 club and we're going to go down? So before you draw trumps, you play to the high card from the short side first. 6 of clubs. Put up the queen. They win the ace. They're going to come back a trump. Because they can't come back a diamond, they've got none. They're not coming back a heart. They can see you want to rough clubs, so they're coming back a trump. And you win the ace. Now, it costs you absolutely nothing to play the king of spades first, in case they break. But they don't divide. That's okay. You've still got a club loser. Take your king of clubs. And this is the same situation what we had a minute ago. You asked me, aren't you scared someone's going to rough the last hand? And now, aren't you scared they're going to over rough the dummy? Yes, you are. But you know what? You got no choice. Play the 7 of clubs. And rough with the short trumps in the dummy. If they over rough, you're not making it anyway. You've got to take that chance. Now you play a little heart to the ace. And then you now draw the last child off the streets. And now your hand will be good. The king of hearts will make your other hand. And now you're going to make 10 tricks, everybody. You've got the best spades and the best heart. Are there any questions on this hand? Recognizing that you have 2 club losers once you draw trumps. Honors cover honors. If the opponents lead aces from spaces, well, they're giving you presents, but we don't lead aces from spaces. Aces are meant to capture honors. Aces are meant to capture faces, everybody. Any questions on this hand?
I have a question.
Sure.
Your explanation of the play was very clear. I have a problem with the bidding. We passed out a contract of one spade because I, as South, had only 5 points, and I couldn't see a way to make 6 out of that to respond.
Well, the thing is this, I'll be quite honest with you. When it comes to a major, the second suit, sometimes partner has 4 hearts, and I don't want to lose that 4-card heart suit. And I know Queen Doubleton isn't as good as it should be, and it's up to you and it's your style. But I think I would bid 2 spades on the hand. I don't want to let them have an easy ride. I would bid 2 spades. But so I can't say you're wrong to pass out the hand. Okay. Only because I've got 4 hearts. If I didn't have 4 hearts, I might have passed out the hand. But sometimes partners got the majors, and I wanted to bid it 1 no trump. And I thought, I've got to show my spade suit now anyway.
Linda?
Yes.
I was West and I doubled. I figured I had 3 at least.
You doubled in which seat? When they passed 1 spade?
West, yeah. Because it went 1 spade pass, and so I didn't want to let them have it in one spade. I thought I had at least I'm offering at least 3 in every other suit, and I was almost had an opening hand, 8, 10, 11.
Yeah, no, but you gotta discount jacks, love. Look at the jack of spades, it's worth 0. And look at the jack of diamonds, it's worth 0. You see, okay. There are good cards and bad cards. To me, 4-3-3 has no roughing value. And having jack 3rd of spades does not enhance your hand at all. So I'm not keen to balance with that hand.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And that's what I look at. I always look at quality, hand evaluation. So I think I might pass out the hand. I like to balance with at least 10 high card, but a good 10. And this is a bad hand. And it's a 9 count, right? Maybe 10, but I don't count the jacks. But it's a matter of style. Other teachers may do it. I don't. I look at jacks and I say they're no good. Any other question?
Yeah, I have one, Linda, about the play. I think you said when East led the ace of diamonds, he promised the king.
Correct. 100%
Why is that?
correct.
When I
Because
had
we-
ace king, I used to lead king from ace king.
Oh, that's a partnership agreement. A lot of people play ace from ace king and king from king queen. It's a partnership agreement. One of my partners that I played with in Verona, Italy, wanted me to lead the king from ace king and king queen. It's a partnership agreement. Purely an agreement between you and your partner. But I don't like to lead aces from spaces. So 99% of the time I have the king.
Well, do you
But
ever
that's-
lead a suit where you have only the ace and
No,
nothing low?
no, only in a slam. No, I avoid it like the plague. Aces are meant to capture honors. Aces are meant to capture kings. Kings are meant to capture queens. I don't lead unsupported aces. There's only 2 instances that I will lead an ace without the king. The one is they've bid 3 suits and they're looking to play in no trump. Then I would lead the ace of the unbid suit. That's the one. And the other time I would lead the ace is if my partner bid the suit. Otherwise, I do not lead it. You should not do that.
Thank you.
Wait for your aces to take honors. Now, just imagine leading the ace of clubs, giving the declarer the king and the queen. That's a disaster. You see, you don't want to give them 2 tricks. Honors are meant to capture honors. You want that ace to capture the king or the queen. So try and avoid leading aces without the king.
Linda, a quick question. Would you ever lead an ace if it was an ace doubleton? In other words, lead the ace, then lead the low one?
Depends on how many points are in my hand. If I've got all the points, I'm not leading it at all. I listen to the bidding. And this is what I do. If they've got 26 points between them, I use the rule of 14. There are 14 points left in the deck. I'd subtract what I have in my hand from 14. And that will tell me how many points my partner has. So if I've got all the points, I'm not going to ever lead ace doubleton. My partner's rated to have nothing. But if I've got nothing in my hand, then I may lead ace doubleton because now my partner's got values. So what I'd like all of you to do is to use the rule of 14 when you know dummy comes down, before dummy comes down, you know they've got 26 points between them. That leaves 14 left. And if there are 14 left, you subtract whatever you hold in your hand from 14, and now you'll know how many points your partner has. It's a good tip to know.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Anything else? Anything else? No? Okay. I'm going to load the next hand. Hand number 11. Okay. Let's look at hand number 11. We've got 2 5-card majors. Remember high 5, everybody. We always open the higher of 2 5-card majors, irrespective of the strength of the hand. If you had 5 spades to the 10 and 5 hearts to the ace queen, you still open the spade. High 5. We're opening the hand 1 spade. And now the left hand. It's not a great hand to double. I like to double with a full opening hand. So I would pass this hand. And now it's North's turn to make a bid. Well, one thing about me, if I've got a fit with a fit, I want to show a fit with a fit. I work out what range I'm in. I've got 10 high card points and a doubleton heart. That gives me 11. I'm in the medium range. I do not wait for 4 spades, everybody. One thing I learned in bridge, if you can take away the space from the opponents quickly, the quicker you do it, the better it is. Don't let them tell each other a story at the table. And I would bid 3 spades. All trumps in old suits are not forcing. They are invitational. It shows a good 10 to a bad 12, usually 11, 12. Invitational values. And
So
now, yes.
you don't do delayed raises with 3 cards.
No,
before.
no, definitely not. I've discussed this with top teachers as well. They said by you doing delayed support, you're letting the opponents come in for a bid, and they will find a lead, and they will find a sacrifice, and the quicker you can show your hand when you limit it, the better. I do not play that. I do not play constructive raises. People play it. It's like children. You don't need to do all that. The quicker you show your support, the better. Don't let the opponents come in and sacrifice against you, know what to lead, how to defend. The less you tell them, the better. And that is only when you have a limited hand. If you're weak or you're invitational. The stronger you are, the slower you go. But in this situation, you show your invitational value. Does that make sense to you? I don't care about 4 trumps at all.
Yeah, but sometimes it lets you see that you've got a 2-suit fit and your hand's worth more than your points.
That could happen, but can partner pass 1 no trump if you're not playing forcing no trump? And now when partner supports spades, you don't take partner for 3, you take partner for 2. And that's the problem. So when you do delayed raises or whatever it is, it's a kind of situation. On this hand, you've got invitational. But what happens when you have a hand with 6 to 9 points or 6 to a bad 10? And the bidding goes 1 spade, 1 no. Partner bids 2 hearts and you bid 2 spades. Would you ever have 3 spades to bid 2 spades? Never. Now your partner doesn't know you have 8 spades between you. So why would you lie to your partner when you can tell partner straight away, 1 spade, 2 spades, we've got 8. Take away all the bidding space from the opponents, everybody. It takes away their space. It doesn't let them come in so easily. So I don't believe in giving delayed support even with a minimum hand. I think if you've got the fit, show it at the first opportunity, because showing it later does not promise 3 spades if you've got a 6 to 9 point hand. It doesn't make sense to me. I want you to look at bridge from the perspective that you're not going to let people have a chance to describe and tell each other a story at the bridge table when you've got a limited hand. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
You don't seem very confident about it. I don't want people knowing anything more. So I'm bidding 3 spades, whether I have 3, but the other way you could have 2 spades. 1 spade, 1 no, 2 spade, 2 hearts, 2 spades. Partner doesn't know you've got 3. Never. Never. So you can never upgrade your hand. So you got to think of it from that point of view, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now you're going to bid 4 spades. Why? Well, I did tell you, Linda said, anytime you have a singleton in the hand and you invite it to game, either by opener or by responder, always accept an invitation. So please, everybody, I always say, accept the invitation with a singleton in your hand.
Linda, Susan, and Marilyn have their hands up too.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, there. Yes, I'm looking over here. Yes, tell me. Talk, Marilyn.
I think Susan. Well, okay,
Susan first. Yes.
Susan first.
I have a real fast question. So if you had 8 points instead of 10 points in the north, you would still bid 3 spades?
2.
Okay, thank you.
But if you're going to go slowly, like it was suggested, that you go backwards and bid 1 no first, when you've got a minimum hand, people play constructive raises. Constructive raises are points. I'm not a point count teacher. Forget it. I don't want you to give delayed support to partner. If you've got 3-card support, show it at the soonest opportunity.
Even
But
with
I
8,
don't wait for 4. A lot of teachers tell you to wait a bit later to show 3. I don't. I bid 3
Even with-
straight away.
even with 8 points.
No, with 11. With 8,
Okay.
I bid 2.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
Some
thank
people
you.
play constructive raises. I don't know if anyone knows it, but I don't want to discuss it now. Marilyn.
What does 10 to a bad 12 points mean?
Okay, I'll tell you what's a good 10 to a bad 12. Okay, a bad 12 was when your hand has got no quick tricks and you have queens and jacks. And how do you know? Well, I'll tell you how you know. I've been teaching the losing trick count, the rule of 18, ever since I came to this country. And it really helps me to make a decision as to whether I should bid 2 or 3. And I count my losers. So if I look at the ace, king of spades are missing, that's 2. If I look at 2 hearts are missing is 4. If I look at 1 club missing is 5. And I look at 3 diamonds missing, the ace, the king, and the queen is 8. If I have 8 losers, I bid 3. If I have 9 losers, I bid 2. And that is my guideline. And that is why I use that just to help me make those fine line decisions. Is this a 2 bid or a 3 bid? Or is it 2.5 bid? The losing trick count defines my bid when we fit in a major. So looking at that hand, you have an 8 loser hand, and I would bid 3. If I had 9 losers, I would bid 2. And I use that as my guideline.
Thank you.
And you've got 2 quick tricks, and your queen jacks with the spade. But if we take away the queen of spades and make it a diamond, a queen little is 3 losers. That's bad. You cannot count a queen without the jack. There are 3 losers, and people don't know that. So that's how we define it. But we'll do it as we go along. On lots of hands, I will bring it up to help you in some of the hands to show you how that fine line can help you make decisions. But looking at this hand, we're going to get the lead of the jack of clubs. It's very neutral. We want to lead the top of a sequence. The jack promises the 10. Okay, are there other questions? No? All right. Let's count the losers now, everybody. The hand with the long trumps is the master hand. That is south. We're looking at all those heart losers. We're looking at no spade losers. We're looking at no club losers. And we're looking at no diamond losers. If we draw trumps, what are we going to do with all those hearts? We're going to go down. We've got to make 10 tricks, everybody. So it's our duty to look ahead. You don't just blindly draw trumps because that's what you were taught as a beginner. We've got to take care of that beautiful heart suit. We win the ace of clubs. And you play a heart now. Second hand will play low. And they'll win the 8. Now, their partner didn't encourage them in the club suit. They should wake up. We know they want to rough hearts. You've got 4. You should come back a trump to stop them from roughing the hearts. You should come back a trump, everybody. The queen, the jack, and the 8 are the same value as the ace, the king, the 10, and the 9. Okay? Now you play another heart. And the east hand cannot over rough that dummy. East spades are too small. He should follow his partner's defense. Come back another trump. That will do a lot of harm. And you want to win in your hand. And now you want to trump the hearts. You had a 5-2 fit. There was 6 missing. An even number missing is only 32%. There is no guarantee that the hearts are going to divide 3 and 3. Most likely 4 and 2. Play a heart and trump it with the queen of spades. Okay? Now you're going to lose a heart trick, right? So let's play a diamond to the ace. We've got to get one more child off the streets. And let's get out the last trump. Now give them the heart. Now, if there hadn't come a trump, everybody, you could have made every single heart rough. But now you couldn't. Now you're going to only make 10 tricks.
That was just a loser on a loser play.
Where?
The queen of hearts you're gonna lose it, so you throw.
No, that's
another
not a
loser.
loser on a loser, because the queen was always a loser. You only do a loser on a loser when a trick is a trick. The queen is never a trick. We just got to give it up in order to make the 9 of hearts good. But if they don't play trumps, oh, we've got such an easy time. We've got such a wonderful time. Let me show you what happens if they don't play trumps. I love this hand because we can rough out every single heart and we don't have to worry about being over roughed. I think it's a great hand. But let's go back, if you want me to go back, and show you without a trump switch what happens. Okay? Okay, this is where we are. You now play the 10 of clubs. And you win the king. And you play another heart. And they play the queen of clubs. And you're going to trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you take a heart. And you trump it with the queen. No one can over rough you. Now you can play a diamond. And now you can trump another heart with the jack of spades. And no one can over rough you. Now your queen is good. And now you make the extra trick because they never played trumps for you. Your queen of hearts is good. And then you make 11. The opponents must be awake and know that you want to trump some hearts. Now you make the rest. And you make 11 tricks, everybody. Are there any questions?
Yes, I have one, please.
Yes.
Not on that board. If nobody have any question of this one, I do have one on another board.
Okay, let's see if anybody wants any questions on this board. Anybody have any questions on this board?
No.
No? Okay, Maud? What?
So first step, I want to thank you for everything you do for us. It's wonderful. As you know, I like to have you as a teacher, and I appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank
I
you.
want to know the bidding of the board number 3, please.
Number 3. Okay, I'll bring in number 3 and I'll let you know the bidding. Some people have a lot of problems on bidding. So let's see what we can do on that.
Oh,
Okay, this is the one, so pay attention, board number 3.
You just said it on the thing. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so South's going to pass. And West is going to open 1 spade. And North is going to pass. You are not overcalling 2 hearts with a 5-card suit and 1 honor. We use suit quality, where you guarantee at least 2 of the top 3 honors and a 6-card suit at the 2 level. And now this hand, East reevaluates and looks at the hand, and he bids 2 spades. I don't see any redeeming feature to bid anything but 2 spades. Even though you get 3 for the singleton. 3 dummy points for the singleton diamond. Is that how the bidding went? But now West.
Yes, but I wish to know.
Now
what-
West
Yeah,
must go to
yeah.
game.
This is good. This is good but can you continue, please?
Yes, West bids 4 spades.
I try to use, asking for help in hearts.
You don't need help with a singleton.
Uh,
You only ask for help when you've got at least 2 losers in an unbid suit.
but
That's when you ask for help.
since I made a mistake and did bid that, what would the response be?
Oh, if you bid 3 hearts over 2 spades, saying, can you help me in hearts? Okay. I don't consider Jack 4 times help. I would just bid 3 spades.
So we would end it in speed 3, or I would
Correct.
then determine to go to 4.
Right. So that's what I would have done, because I don't feel that Jack 4 times is help. Queen Jack 4 times, yes, but not Jack. Queen Jack 4 times is help, but not Jack 4 times.
Can you play this one? Because I messed it up.
Okay, so now we have to find a lead. All right. And we don't know anything about the West hand. I usually like to lead the other major when they bid 1 major. So I'm going to lead the major. And you should always, you've got the 9, so you don't have to split your honors. Okay, now let's look at the hand together. Which is the master hand, everybody?
West.
Correct.
West.
Now West is looking at no heart losers, no club losers, no spade losers. We're looking at a few diamond losers. We're looking at a few diamond losers. So we've got to get rid of these diamonds. And hopefully we can cross-ruff this hand and try and get rid of that. So let's get what they're going to do next. They're going to play the ace of hearts.
Yeah.
And you're going to trumpet.
Right.
Okay? Now you play the queen of diamonds. I don't play the king. I try to sneak in a trick. I don't want them to know I've got the king. The North hand might fall asleep with the ace of diamonds. But let's say that North does not fall asleep with the ace of diamonds.
Not exactly.
I love to do that. Okay? He should now be aware he is going to want to trump diamonds. And a trump should fall on the table now. But if you don't play a trump and you play back a club, and you start being like a butterfly, okay, now the time has come. Cash your king of diamonds. It's a trick. Patty, I'll come to you soon. You can throw away a club or a heart, it doesn't matter.
You're doing exactly what I needed.
right? And then before you start roughing and doing everything, always cash your side winners first, everybody. Before you rough diamonds, please cash that king of clubs. People throw them away and you don't make them later. One of the rules about cross roughing, and we'll be doing it coming up, is that you got to cash your side winners first. Now you can start to cross rough. And you don't draw trumps. You rough a diamond, they can't over rough you. So it doesn't matter what they do. Let's go. And the diamonds didn't break, right? They didn't break. Now you can play back a club or a heart. A heart will be safer. If they rough, you over rough. If they don't rough, you rough low. So they've got to follow with the heart. So you're going to rough with the 5 of hearts because they led a heart showing 5. And then you're going to rough a diamond. You should be having fun by this time. I'm having a great time. And now you want to rough another heart or a club. No one can over rough you. It doesn't matter. You've got the best trumps. And then you'll take the 8 of diamonds. And you've got the best trumps. No one can over rough you. And then you just rough the rest of the hand and let everything fall into place and have fun at the bridge table. And this is called a cross rough, everybody. And you should make 11 tricks. Don't draw trumps. Was that easy?
Do you want to pass?
Wonderful play. I love
When
it.
you do it, it's easy.
Okay, but let's look at it. You can see there's 5 club, 4 club losers. And you need to set up and make sure you rough with the short trumps in the dummy. So once I've got no hearts, once I've got no diamonds, I've got the 2 top clubs, I don't draw any trumps and I just cross rough the whole hand. Okay, Patty, talk to me.
My error was I played trump too soon.
You don't draw
Based
trumps
on
at all. Always cash your side winners first. When you're in a cross rough position, people start to throw them away and you don't want that to happen. Then you might never make those good cards. So looking at this hand, if you're making the West hand the master hand, what are you going to do with all those diamonds if you draw trumps? And that's why we're learning today when to draw trumps. The master hand will tell you what to do. You've got all those diamond losers. You've got to take care of them with the short trumps in the dummy. Okay?
Thank you.
Sure. Anything else? Anybody?
I have a question.
Yes.
If West had bid the 1 spade and then North bid a heart, what would East bid?
2 spades.
Okay, thank you.
But no one should overcall on a suit like that. It doesn't fall in line with suit quality. It's awful. You guarantee a 6-card suit and 2 honors, lead directing. That suit is really bad. It's got no stuffing. It's got no fillers. It's got nothing. That queen 3 times can lose 3 tricks in that suit. I would never overcall 2 hearts. Never.
So East does not need 10 points in order to bid.
No, you need 6 points to show 2 spades.
Okay. Thank you.
Pleasure. Anything else, everyone?
Yeah, I have a question, Linda.
Yes.
So the little hint or that they put out in the beginning said when the opponents lead the suit, don't play an honor in the dummy if you can't win a trick or promote a winner. Is there a board where you can exactly show what that says?
Yes. Let me look and tell you. It's very important that you never put an honor in the dummy if you can't promote a trick in your hand. Let me look. I've got the hands here. I haven't studied it. I'll tell you now which one would give you that situation. Hold on a moment. I'm just looking where you can't promote a trick in your hand.
Mm-hmm. We can't win a trick or promote a winner.
No. Dummy's got king 3rd. Dummy's got king 3rd. and you cannot, and you've got two little ones, and they're not, and they lead a queen. They can't have the ace. So once they lead the queen, you don't know how many cards are in their hand. So you'll never ever cover if you can't promote a trick in your hand. You will duck it. And you'll duck it again. One day the ace might just drop. I don't know if there are any hands here that are related to that. I'm just looking and I don't see anything. Where did you see that? Where did you see that, Sherry?
In the very beginning, you know, they always give like a summary of which is basically this
Which board number?
No, it just on the side, you know, in the very beginning, like
In the chat.
everybody, and
You
then
mean it was my bridge tip?
Yes.
Oh, my bridge tip? Yes. When dummy's got king little, and you're holding two babies, and they lead the queen, or dummy's got king 3 times, 4 times, never cover. Because you don't know how many the right hand has to the ace. If you can't make a trick in your hand, never cover the king. Never, never, ever.
because the queen might be a top of a sequence.
No, the ace may fall on the 2nd or the 3rd round, and your king may become a trick. So that's why you never cover. Because you don't know how many cards in the right hand opponent's got to the ace. That's the purpose of never covering.
Okay.
So that's one of my tips. It's one of my big rules. Never cover when they lead a queen and dummy's got the king if you cannot promote a trick in your hand. Okay, I don't have one here.
Thank you. That explains it.
Okay, good. Any other questions? I'm here to answer. Any more hands you want to see before we go? I'm happy to help you. No more? Everyone's happy with all the boards. Suit establishment, one of the most important things in setting up suits, everybody. Let's look at another board. I'm going to take a board, just one more board for you, if you want to stay. Do you want me to do one more?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
please.
look at this board.
Yes, yes.
Let's just look at this board. Okay. We're going to open a spade, for sure. It's going to go pass. And now you have to make a decision what range you are in. Let's count the losers, everybody. In the spade suit, we have 3. In the hearts, we've got 1 is 4. In the clubs, we've got 2 is 6. And in the diamonds, we've got 3 is 9. So you're going to bid 2 spades. And it goes pass. And now you're looking at this hand, and you only got 2 spades, but you quite like this hand because you've now got 2 doubletons. So looking at the hand, you must probably want to bid 3 spades because you've got 13, 14, 15. If partner's on the upper limit, you might make a game. You just might. We don't know. Let's try. You never know. So you bid 3 spades, invitational. And partner bids 4 spades because partner's got the maximum. And now you've got to make 10 tricks. Oh, is this going to be hard? Oh, my goodness me. So they've got to find a lead. And we never lead a singleton trump, everybody. It's against the rules of the game. Remember, do not lead singleton trumps. So between all of them, I don't want to lead from king, jack, 10. I might never see the king again. I don't like leading from jack, 4th of hearts. I might lead a low diamond because I might see the king again. It's only a 3-card suit. So I'll lead a diamond. Patty's hand is still up, Patty. Maybe you still want to ask me a question. Okay. Now we've got a problem. We've got 2 diamond losers and 2 club losers. What are we going to do? We are never giving up in this game. Remember that. Suit establishment. We have 7 hearts between us. If they break 3 and 3, we can set up the hearts for a discard. But the percentages are only 32%. But let's try. You never know what can happen. We've got to play at least 2 hearts in the hand. Okay? Don't draw trumps yet. We've got to get this going. Well, we don't know. That looked ominous. Play another heart. Well, they're not going to ruff. And if they do ruff, they help you a lot. So it doesn't matter what they do. If they ruff the heart, which they shouldn't, okay, you're going to ruff it. Okay, so the hearts are now going to divide 4 and 2. I'm not worried about it. I can still set up one more trick. I'm going to play the ace of spades.
And a small spade.
And now I'm going to play a little spade to the 9. The 9 and the king and the jack are all the same value. It's called suit establishment. The spades were 3. We had 6 and 3 is 9. They weren't 2 and 2. They were 3 and 1. If the hearts didn't break, the spades didn't break. There's still a little child running around. Now play a heart. And trump it with the king of spades. You need a taxi, everybody. Now that 6 of hearts is good. Take your 10 of spades. Go to dummy with the jack. And now your little 6 of hearts, you set it up again. And now we can throw away a loser. And now all we lose on this hand is 2 clubs and 1 diamond, and we make 10 tricks, everybody. Okay? It's called suit establishment. Setting up a 5-2 fit and using your trumps, your jack, and your 9 of spades as your taxi to the dummy. Does that help you, everybody? The more we play and set up suits, the better it is. I was hoping they'd be 3 and 3. That would have been much better, but they weren't. They were 4 and 2. Any questions? No? Okay. All right. I want to thank you all for coming, everybody. I hope you've all had a great time tonight. And our next lesson is going to be on cross-ruffing, what we did tonight, cross-ruffing. I look forward to seeing you. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keisha.
Thank you.
Keisha.
Thank you.